Meet the makeup artists NFL wives and girlfriends like Simone Biles call for Game Day Glam.
I started doing pageants at the age of 6, so I always loved glam. I always loved big moments.
Her client roster boasts dozens of high-profile faces.
I'm going to be doing 5 girls.
I caught up with celebrity makeup artist Allison Kaye during Super Bowl week.
This is my 4th Super Bowl.
She's traveled cross-country to glam NFL clients, from media row to red carpets. And it all started with a chance encounter.
One of the top draft picks' girlfriends found me on Instagram. I was just a bridal makeup artist at the time.
For Allison, makeup is more than art. It's advocacy, helping women feel their best under the intense pressure of the spotlight.
It's my duty to make sure not only do they look good, but like they feel good.
Allison shares her own journey from overcoming childhood shyness to becoming a makeup artist for some of the biggest names in sports. She reveals the truth behind working with NFL women, her dream client, and how to get that flawless game day look.
I have a lot of secrets.
Welcome to Game Day with Shay, where sports meets design. I'm Shay HOLLAND, HGTV designer and sports journalist. This is the show where your home, your style, and your love of the game finally get to play on the same team. Hit subscribe and let's dive into this episode. Today I'm bringing you insider access in a whole new way. I'm stepping out of the studio and into the world of NFL glam. I'm here to get the inside scoop from Allison Kaye, the go-to makeup artist for NFL wives and girlfriends. We had planned this interview knowing we would both be in San Francisco for Super Bowl week. So apologies for the background noise. Media Row, where we did this interview, is pretty hectic. Allison, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
How is your Super Bowl experience going so far, and what's been the highlight?
Well, I've been here for only a little bit over 24 hours, but this is my 4th Super Bowl, so while I don't have everything figured out, I also do feel like I have everything figured out. So everything has gone amazing so far because I did a lot of planning before this, and I feel really prepared for the week ahead, but I've already done so much in the little over 24 hours I've been here.
So who are some of the wives you're going to be doing this week?
We have so much going on. On Tuesday, which was yesterday, I got in and started doing clients, and then went and did a brand collaboration with one of my favorite eyebrow product brands, Benefit Cosmetics. And then tomorrow is NFL Honors, so I'll be doing a few different NFL wives from different teams, their makeup for that red carpet and awards ceremony. And then Friday, Saturday, we have brand parties, events, all the things, and Sunday, glamming for the big game.
What has been the highlight so far?
Honestly, coming here, one of my goals for this year was to actually be interviewed on Radio Row, and the only reason that I knew that this existed was because I had clients in the past that I did their makeup for them to go on Radio Row. So I'm just so excited to be here, and thank you for having me.
I am so excited that we get to help fulfill a bucket list item for you.
Yes.
So who are some of the wives you're going to be doing this week?
There are 8 girls that need glammed for the game. This is Parker and her husband's the tight end. This is Jocelyn and her fiance is the quarterback. This is Jennifer and her man's the wide receiver. This is Ashley and her husband's the right tackle. This is Shelby and her husband's a linebacker. This is Stephanie and her husband's the kicker. This is Michaela and her boyfriend's also a quarterback. And this is Sammy and her fiance's on the offensive line.
That is a lot of glam.
Yes.
I have had people say make sure to ask her what are the secrets to keeping the makeup lasting.
I have a lot of secrets, but I'll try and keep it to like basic ones. So light layers of makeup. A lot of people just kind of want to be very heavy-handed with things, or they don't really want to put much on. So if you don't put enough on, it's not going to last, and it's not going to look the right way, whether it's for a camera or in real life, to be honest with you. And light layers of things. So as you're doing your makeup, you can start with a light layer foundation, kind of let it dry down a little bit, then go for that second layer. And you can layer between creams and powders as well, and that will help to create dimension in your face, which is what helps your features pop.
I think obviously a lip gloss, like just putting on a lip, because a lot of people's lips, kind of just don't have too much color to them, right? So I think just adding any type of lip, like whether you have makeup on or you don't, really can change the way that your face is. But like some of my favorite products just in general, like some kind of skin tint or a foundation, and you can make that to be an everyday thing, or you can make that into something more glamorous. So that, and then obviously eyelash of some type. So whether we have lash extensions or mascara or fake lashes, adding those 3 things will just bring it all together and make it pop.
Okay, well, you've just given me a lot of advice because I do like the natural look, and so probably not going heavy enough on camera. And then what is your favorite kind of looks to do for the wives?
I love to do a bronzy glam look, so I like to do a very warm brown eyeshadow, a little bit of shimmer, usually like a gold, and then just kind of have the face be a soft glam, I think would be the best way to describe it.
How did you even get hooked up with this?
This was a whole thing back from 2021, and the NFL draft was in Cleveland back in 2021, and I have a second home in Cleveland. one of the top draft picks girlfriends found me on Instagram and asked me to do her makeup for the draft. I was just a bridal makeup artist at the time. I think she searched something about Cleveland makeup and I had come up, even though I now really live in Florida, but I used to live in Cleveland full time. And that was how she found me. And from that day, other NFL wives found me. And then the Miami Dolphins girls realized, oh, this chick actually lives here, so we'll hire her. And they started hiring me. The whole team was basically referred to me at one point. And just from there, then other teams started picking up that I was doing people from different teams. And it spiraled out of control in the best way possible, because now I'm living my best life ever.
You are definitely living a dream. How did you even get involved in hair and makeup?
I started makeup about 10 years ago. I come from pageants.
I started doing pageants at the age of 6, so I always loved glam, I always loved big moments, I loved, all the things, cameras, speaking, whatever. So I come from that life, and I did pageants quite literally my entire life. I think the last one I competed in was in 2022. So I learned to do makeup in pageants because back then you didn't hire a hair and makeup artist, you had to do it yourself. So I was like, okay, if I'm gonna win and be good at this, I'm a very competitive person, I have to learn how to do my own makeup. And so that's how I learned. And then I started doing other people for pageants, and then I started doing weddings. And eventually, when I moved to South Florida, I was able to start working with celebrity clientele, and then the whole NFL thing happened, and that was kind of where it all started.
Are you able to tell us a couple of your favorite clients to work with?
I have so many, but I always say my NFL clients are my favorite clients, period, just because I feel like they are the kindest. They have always treated me the best.
I mean, obviously I will glam anybody who books me, right? But I just have always said that the NFL clients, they always are just the most kind. They've always made me feel like I was more important than them, which is obviously never been the case. As a makeup artist, you're there to take care of them, and it's my duty to make sure not only do they look good, but they feel good and help with as much as possible. So that's just always what I have found with them, and that's why it's hard to even do anything else, because I'm I know I'm hitting the jackpot every single time I glam someone from the NFL.
Full transparency, I have worked with celebrity clients where I maybe didn't always have the best experience. So that's why I always love my NFL wives, is because I have not one bad story to say, period. So honestly, the Super Bowl every year is my favorite thing. The Super Bowl is my Super Bowl. It's funny, but I love doing game day glam. I love traveling throughout the season, going to different teams almost every week. This year I did 10 out of 18 weeks for different teams. So that was really exciting to be able to work with 10 different teams and, do that many weeks. And then I did the first weekend of playoffs, but I did 2 teams. So I guess I did 10 in the regular season, 2 in postseason. I guess the third will be on Sunday.
And you don't get tired of all of that travel and packing? I mean, you have shown us on Instagram and other places how you have to pack. It is incredible.
I have it down to a science at this point, because if you're going to be good at something, you have to literally master doing it. And I have mastered everything in a carry-on. You can't check your makeup, because if I got there and it was gone, I wouldn't even be able to do the game day glam. So I have it all in a carry-on. I don't even check a bag. All of my personal things go in a backpack. I smash everything in there, and we're off to whatever city it is for that week to glam the girls for their game.
Oh my gosh, it's insane.
I've had a lot of luck with winning glam because I did the Kansas City Chiefs for the last 3 Super Bowls. So I'm really hoping that I can get a 3rd win for Super Bowl Sunday.
We could start our own female betting.
Yes.
Here.
Yes. Will the glam win or will it not?
Right.
So it does win a lot. I'm not gonna lie. The one year I think I only lost. I think it was last season. I think I only lost 1 game.
And then I get to see my girls on the field with that Lombardi trophy and all of the confetti everywhere.
For somebody who would want to follow in your footsteps, what advice do you give them? Because like you said, living the dream, so many girls' dreams, so many would love to be in this world.
Yes, as someone, like I said, I come from pageants, so I don't like to give very cliche advice. My very specific advice is to create your own thing. And I look at people who are very successful and what they've been able to achieve, and when you have created something that nobody else has and no one else has done, that is how you are truly able to just kind of be in another lane almost. Because when you are copying what other people are doing and you see them, it's always okay to admire, and it's always okay to have that as a goal, But to try and do their exact thing, it's not going to end up working for you because you weren't the creator of that. So I have truly found my success in creating Game Day Glam as the only person to do it and the original of this. And that would be my best advice to somebody, is you have to create something. I mean, we look at like things like Amazon, right? I mean, he created Amazon, and they're now, look at what kind of company they are. So create something, be different, and that is what will help you to stand out if you are trying to be somebody to go all the way.
This has been so fun, Allison. Thank you for being part of Game Day with Shay.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Football season may be over, but the conversations are just getting started. If you enjoyed this episode on the road, let me know, and I'll bring you more like it. Subscribe now so you don't miss a thing.